So you were talking about like how you kind of came up crowdfunding like before like Kickstarter and all that. Like you've always had this very like independent kind of DIY spirit. Like
Yeah.
what kind of like drove you to that and like continue to stay on that path, like instead of maybe trying to go like labor out and stuff like that?
I mean, I think it's kind of, it's two things. One was like kind of out of just trying to get creative and almost out of necessity, because it's
Yeah.
like no one else was going to pay me to make a record. Like, I was just like a 15-year-old kid in Texas who wanted to write songs. So it's like if I was going to do it, I needed to make it happen. But then I think as I got older and started finding pathways that could have let me maybe pursue like, you know, competition to singing TV shows and stuff. Someone brought me into the studio and said, I want you to sound like this other person or what. And it's like, the more I sort of got exposed to opportunities like that, I was like, oh, I don't actually want that anyway. It's a beautiful thing. And to be able to like support your life through doing something you love. And I hope to continue to do that. And I've been blessed to be able to do that in a number of ways, but like, I'm really, really value being able to do things in a way that feels authentic to me. And so it's cool to not have to like depend on the permission or, the direction of something I don't feel super aligned with.
So you like, cause you did your first album, like junior year?
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think like when I was doing like junior year, it was for sure not like put out a whole project and stuff like that. Like
I just got lit up about it, and it was still kind of, it was the project of a kid. Like I wrote those songs, like hiding in the park because I was too shy to play out in front of people, and it was just kind of like my interior teenage world exploring, life through that perspective, but also with that excitement of like growing community and like trying to get scrappy and figure out how to do something I was excited about,
And like when did you start touring? Like when you first started?
Kind of around then, like
around that time?
Doing local gigs, and then I started kind of like just broadening circles, and after a while, I mean, for the bulk of my 20s, I'm 33 now. For the bulk of my 20s, I was kind of like, I think there were even like 4 years where I just didn't even have a place to live because I just kind of stayed out and kept being like, maybe I'll see if I can put some shows together in Turkey or like, or Thailand or whatever. And just like going on the internet and finding people and like putting shows together and just kind of seeing where I could take it and where it could take me.
Yeah, it's very, it's very rock and roll, right? Like, that's kind of what it's all about, kind of.
Yeah, there was some wild times, but it was really beautiful. Yeah.